G'day, this is part 2 of our gully crossing video. As you can see, this gully crossing here is a bit more intense than our first one, more water running through it. We're on more of a floodplain than the first one. So we're here to rebuild the crossings that we did before the recent floods. They've washed out, which is 100% expected because the water was well above my head. So the plan is to reuse as much material as we can across the creek. The tapes and posts have just lifted out and washed out. So hopefully we can reuse the stuff that we used beforehand.
Bugger!
Too much person of them!
Pull yourself out.
Oh. 45 minutes later, and I've crossed the Nile River. Just over the outside of the gully, cutting off all the old material. Who needs an air hammer when you are the air hammer? So now we put in our running posts in up here. Thought I'd put these ones in before I cross the gully again. So now we're going to chuck the new tape over the gully and I'll tie it on, and we'll tie it up to our strainer post on top of the hill. So we finished over the other side. We've put our posts in, connected them all up. We were able to use some of the old tape, so we've used that to connect, and then we've come back across this side of the gully. So now we're going to put in one post here, another post between here and the strainer, just to keep it nice and tight to level it all out so there's no low spots. And then after that we'll strain it up and then we'll be right to go. As you can see, it's not the prettiest fence. It's just like Harry in the shed. Works most of the time, 100% of the time. There are different ways you can go about a flood crossing. You can go more expensive. You can go netting, rubber matting. But for the amount of water that comes through here, this is the best alternative. It's just cheap and easy to replace. It's quick most of the time. And yeah, this is our second gully crossing. This one has survived a bit better than the first one. It's just picked up the maxi post stay, so it's a temporary stay we use, and just pushed over. So we've replaced it with a 9-foot strainer, and hopefully this one should survive a lot longer than the temporary stay. This one took 5-10 minutes, if that. This one was easier than the other one because we didn't have to walk through the gully. We're on solid land here, and it's solid over there, so it didn't wash out as much as the other one. The reason we've put the one down the very bottom is if for some reason the creek dries out, there's still that extra layer of protection. This one here is different to our previous video. It all depends on the layout of the land, the depths of the gullies, the access for the gullies, if it's high flow, low flow, silt build up, trees and all that other stuff. So yeah, this is our gully crossings part 2. I don't know.
And
hi buddy! Let me wait back, you can definitely see me. Not looking hard enough.